Hello, my friends. I want to begin by saying this: your mind is your most powerful tool. It holds the key to your success, your happiness, and yes, your financial freedom. When you train your brain to make money, you're not just chasing dollar bills, you're creating a life of abundance, opportunity, and purpose. I'm not here to talk about quick fixes or get rich quick schemes. I'm here to remind you that wealth isn't just something you earn, it's something you create. It starts in your mind. When you shift your mindset, when you open yourself up to possibility, when you step into the power of who you are, there's nothing you can't achieve. So let's dive into the work. Let's talk about what it means to train your brain to make money. One, believe you deserve it. The first step to financial success is believing you are worthy of it. If you don't think you deserve wealth, you'll unconsciously push it away. So repeat after me: I am worthy of abundance. I am capable of greatness. I am enough. Two, see the vision, feel the reality. Visualization is your superpower. Picture your financial goals as if they're already achieved. Feel the excitement, the pride, the peace. When you see it and feel it, you start to attract it. Three, reprogram your money mindset. Your beliefs about money, whether it's scarce or plentiful, good or bad, shape your reality. Challenge limiting beliefs like money is the root of all evil or rich people are greedy. Replace them with empowering beliefs: money is a tool for good, and I can use it to make a difference. Four, focus on adding value. The world pays for value. Think about how you can serve, solve, or create. When you focus on giving your best to others, the money will follow. Five, embrace failure as feedback. If you're afraid to fail, you're afraid to grow. Every no is a stepping stone to a bigger yes. Learn from every setback and keep moving forward. Six, surround yourself with success. Know who you spend time with matters. If you're around people who believe in limitations, you'll absorb those beliefs. Surround yourself with dreamers, doers, and people who inspire you to think bigger. Seven, take inspired action every day. Dreaming alone won't make you rich, you have to act. But not just any action, inspired action. This means aligning your daily steps with your vision, staying consistent, and trusting the process. My friends, wealth isn't just about money. It's about choices. It's about freedom. It's about living the life you were meant to live. Train your brain and you'll unlock doors you didn't even know existed. I'll leave you with this: the only limits in life are the ones you place on yourself. So start today, start now, and don't just dream big, live big. You've got this. Believe in your worthiness. Let me tell you something: if you don't believe you deserve it, it doesn't matter how hard you work or how many opportunities come your way. You will always find a way to sabotage your success. The very first step to financial freedom is understanding the simple truth: you are worthy. So often we carry around stories from our past that tell us we're not enough. Maybe someone said it outright, or maybe life showed up in ways that made us feel small. But let me tell you, you don't have to carry that with you anymore. The moment you decide to let go of that narrative is the moment you start to claim your power. Believing in your worthiness isn't arrogance, it's a declaration. It's saying, I am here for a reason and I deserve to thrive. When you truly believe this, you'll stop shrinking to fit into spaces that no longer serve you. You'll start walking into rooms like you belong there because you do. Here's the thing about worthiness: it doesn't come from achievements or accolades. It's not about the title you hold or the money already in your bank account. Worthiness is innate. You were born with it. The problem is we've been conditioned to think we have to earn it. But no, my friend, you don't have to prove anything. Your worth is not up for debate. When you walk through life with this level of certainty, doors open, people notice, opportunities align. It's not magic, it's mindset. The universe responds to the energy you put out. If you walk around doubting yourself, you'll attract situations that reinforce that doubt. But when you step into your full worthiness, you'll attract abundance, collaboration, and success. Start with affirmations. Wake up every day and say, I am enough. I am deserving of abundance. I am worthy. Say it until you believe it, and then say it some more. Because when you believe it, the world starts to believe it too. When you truly understand your worth, you stop settling. You stop saying yes to jobs that drain you, relationships that deplete you, and situations that don't honor you. You begin to make decisions from a place of power, not fear. And let me tell you, when you make decisions from a place of worthiness, they're always the right ones. Even if they're tough, even if they're tough, even if they're risky, they'll lead you to a life that feels aligned and abundant. But remember, this is a practice. Believing in your worthiness isn't a one-time thing. It's a muscle you have to build, especially if life has spent years convincing you otherwise. So be patient with yourself. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your worth. Find mentors, friends, and communities that lift you up. And if you can't find them, be that person for yourself. Stand in front of the mirror and remind yourself who you are. This is the foundation. This is where it all begins. Without this belief, none of the other steps will work. So commit to it. Commit to yourself, because when you believe you're worthy, the world will mirror that belief back to you in ways you can't even imagine. And let me tell you, there is nothing more powerful than a person who knows they are enough. See the vision, feel the reality. Now, let's talk about the power of vision. Not just any vision, the kind of vision that makes you pause, smile, and say, that's the life I'm creating, because if you can't see it, how can you make it real? Vision is not just about looking forward, it's about living forward. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the life you want. Not the life someone else told you to live, not the life CA. The life you think you should live, the life that lights your soul on fire. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Let yourself step into that reality as if it's already here. Imagine waking up in the morning feeling peace, joy, and purpose. Imagine looking around and seeing the fruits of your hard work, not just the material things, but the freedom, the fulfillment, the ability to give back. Now, here's the secret: the brain doesn't know the difference between something vividly imagined and something real. That means when you visualize your goals with clarity and emotion, you're literally rewiring your brain to believe it's possible. And when you believe it's possible, you start to act in ways that make it inevitable. Visualization is not daydreaming. It's intentional, it's focused, it's a daily practice. It's about spending a few minutes every day with your eyes closed, your heart open, and your mind locked on that vision. And let me tell you, when you do this, something shifts inside you. You start to notice opportunities you would have overlooked. You start to feel a pull toward the right people, the right people, the right places, the right steps. It's as if the universe is saying, yes, this is for you, keep going. But let me also remind you, it's not enough to just see the vision. You have to feel it. What does abundance feel like in your body? What does success feel like in your heart? Tap into that emotion, because it's the emotion that fuels action. The more vivid your vision, the more powerful it becomes. Write it down, create a vision board, speak it out loud, make it so real in your mind that it feels like you're already living it. And in a way, you are, because your life will always move in the direction of your most dominant thoughts. Remember, vision isn't about the how. Don't get caught up in the details of how it will happen. That's not your job. Your job is to keep the vision alive, to hold it in your mind like a beacon, and to trust that the path will reveal itself as you take inspired action. When doubt creeps in, and it will return to your vision. When challenges arise, and they will ground yourself in your vision. Let it be your compass, your North Star, your anchor. And don't let anyone tell you your vision is too big. Big dreams are for big lives. If someone can't see your vision, it's because it wasn't meant for them, it was meant for you. You owe it to yourself to hold on to your vision, even when the world says it's impossible. Especially when the world says it's impossible. Because impossible is just a word, and your vision, that's your reality in waiting. So see it, feel it, trust it, and watch how the world rearranges itself to meet you where you are. Reprogram your money mindset. Now let's get real about money. We all have a relationship with it, whether we realize it or not. And like any relationship, it's shaped by the stories we tell ourselves. What stories are you carrying about money? Well, for some of us, the story is that money is hard to come by, or that there's never enough, or that it's bad to want more. But here's the truth: money is just a tool. It's not good or bad, it's neutral. It takes on the energy of the person using it. If you see money as scarce, it will always feel like there's not enough. If you see money as something that only other people can have, you'll keep yourself on the outside looking in. But if you see money as a resource, a tool, a gift, you open the door to abundance. Start by becoming aware of your money story. What did you learn about money growing up? Were you taught that it was a struggle, that it was shameful, or were you taught that it was empowering, that it could create opportunities? Whatever your story is, know this: you have the power to rewrite it. Your past does not define your future. You can choose a new narrative starting today. One of the most powerful ways to reprogram your money mindset is through affirmations. Say things like, money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I use money to make a positive impact. There is always more than enough. Say it even if you don't fully believe it yet. Say it until it feels true. Another way is to practice gratitude. When you're grateful for what you have, you create space for more. Instead of focusing on lack, focus on abundance. Look around and notice all the ways you're already supported. And let's not forget generosity. When you give, whether it's your time, your resources, or your money, you send a message to the universe that you have more than enough. And guess what? The universe responds in kind. But remember, reprogramming your mindset isn't about ignoring reality. It's about shifting your perspective so you can create a new reality. It's about recognizing that your thoughts are powerful and that what you focus on expands. This is a journey, my friend. There will be moments when old beliefs resurface, when fear tries to take the wheel. But each time you have a choice. You can choose to let those beliefs define you, or you can choose to let them go. You have the power to transform your relationship with money. And when you do, you'll find that it's not just your bank account that changes, it's your whole life. Because money isn't just about numbers, it's about energy, it's about freedom. It's about what you can create, who you can help, and the legacy you can leave behind. And let me tell you, there's nothing more powerful than someone who knows their worth and has the resources to back it up. Focus on adding value. Let me tell you something that will change the way you think about money forever. Money is a byproduct of value. If you want to earn more, achieve more, and grow more, the question you must ask yourself is this: how can I add value to the lives of others? The world doesn't reward mediocrity, it rewards contribution. If you're focused solely on what you can get, you're missing the point. The real magic happens when you shift your focus to what you can give. Because when you add value, money naturally follows. Now, adding value doesn't mean you have to have all the answers or be an expert in everything. It means showing up with intention, offering solutions, and solving problems in ways that only you can. Your unique gifts and talents are your greatest assets, and when you use them to serve others, you create a ripple effect of abundance. Think about the people you admire most, the entrepreneurs, the creators, the innovators. What do they all have in common? They didn't just chase wealth, they created something that made the world better, easier, or more beautiful. They focused on the impact they could have, and the wealth flowed as a result. And don't underestimate the power of authenticity. People are drawn to realness. When you show up as your authentic self with a genuine desire to help, you create trust. And trust is the foundation of every successful relationship, personal or professional. Adding value also means staying curious. The world is changing every day, and the needs of the people you serve are changing with it. Stay open, stay adaptable, and always be willing to learn. The more you grow, the more value you can offer. Remember, value is not just about products or services, it's about experiences. It's about how you make people feel. Do you inspire them? Do you empower them? Do you make their lives easier or better in some way? That's the kind of value that creates lasting success. And let me tell you, when you lead with value, you'll never have to chase money. Money will chase you. People will seek you out because they know you're someone who delivers, someone who cares, someone who makes a difference. So ask yourself every day, how can I add value today? How can I show up for others in a way that matters? And then go do it. Because when you focus on adding value, you don't just change your life, you change the lives of everyone you touch. Embrace failure as feedback. Now, let's talk about failure. Yes, failure, the big scary word that so many of us try to avoid. But let me tell you something, failure isn't the enemy, it's the teacher, it's the guide. It's the step you take on the way to success. Nobody wants to fail, I get it. It's uncomfortable, it's messy, it stings. But here's the truth, if you're not failing, you're not growing. You're not stretching yourself. You're not reaching for the heights you're truly capable of. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every successful person you admire has failed often more times than they can count. The difference is they didn't let failure stop them. They let it shape them. You see, failure isn't a reflection of your worth or your abilities. It's just feedback. It's the universe saying, not this way, try another. It's a nudge, a redirection, a lesson in disguise. When you embrace failure, you take away its power to control you. You stop seeing it as a wall and start seeing it as a stepping stone. And when you do that, something incredible happens. You become fearless. Fear of failure keeps so many people stuck in jobs they hate, stuck in relationships that don't serve them, stuck in dreams they never pursue. But when you stop fearing failure, start living fully, you start taking risks, you start betting on yourself. And let me tell you, betting on yourself is always the right move. You won't always get it right, that's a given. But every time you get it wrong, you'll learn something, and that learning is what will propel you forward. Failure also teaches you resilience, it builds character, it shows you what you're made of. Because let me tell you, success is sweet, but it's the challenges, the setbacks, and the struggles that make it meaningful. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of never trying. Be afraid of looking back on your life and wondering what if. Be afraid of playing small when you were meant to shine. When you fail, don't dwell on it, don't let it define you, take the lesson, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Because every failure is a step closer to the success you're meant to achieve. Surround yourself with success. Let me tell you something that can completely transform your life. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look around at your circle. Do they challenge you? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in even when you struggle to believe in yourself? The people in your life are either lifting you up or pulling you down. There's no middle ground. If you're surrounded by negativity, fear, and small thinking, guess what? That energy will seep into your mindset, your decisions, and your outcomes. But if you're surrounded by visionaries, dreamers, and doers, you'll find yourself rising to meet their level of success. Now, this doesn't mean you need to cut people out of your life without compassion. It means you need to set boundaries and be intentional about who you let into your inner circle. Energy is contagious, and your environment plays a massive role in shaping your beliefs and actions. Think about it. When you're around someone who's constantly complaining, doesn't it drain you? Doesn't it make you feel heavier, like you're carrying a weight that isn't even yours? But when you're around someone who's optimistic, ambitious, and full of life, it's like a breath of fresh air. Suddenly, you believe in possibilities you hadn't considered before. You need people who will challenge you to dream bigger, to think differently, to push past your limits. You need people who see your potential even when you don't. And most importantly, you need people who are walking the walk, not just talking about success, but living it. Find mentors. They don't have to be people you know personally. They can be authors, speakers, or leaders whose values align with yours. Study their lives, their habits, their mindsets. Let their journey inspire your own. And don't just look for mentors, look for peers who are on the same journey as you. There's power in growing together and sharing struggles and triumphs with people who truly understand your path. Build a network of support and watch how it fuels your growth. Here's a tip: always seek out people who are a few steps ahead of you. If you're the smartest, most successful person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Surround yourself with people who make you want to level up, who stretch your thinking, who challenge you to be better. But let's not forget, it's not just about what you take, it's about what you give. Be the kind of person others want to be around. Be supportive, encouraging, and generous. Lift others as you climb. Success is sweeter when it's shared. And let me say this, don't let insecurity hold you back. Sometimes we shy away from successful people because we feel like we don't belong. But let me tell you, you do belong. You have just as much right to success as anyone else. Own it. If you find yourself in a negative environment, don't despair. You have the power to change it. Seek out new communities, new friends, new opportunities. It's never too late to build a circle that reflects the life you want to create. When you surround yourself with success, something amazing happens. You start to think bigger, act bolder, and believe in yourself more deeply. You become a reflection of the greatness around you. And remember, this isn't about comparing yourself to others. It's about learning from them, being inspired by them, and growing alongside them. Your journey is your own, but it doesn't have to be walked alone. So take a good look at your circle. If it's not helping you grow, it's time to expand it. Because you deserve to be surrounded by people who see your greatness and won't let you settle for anything less. Take inspired action every day. Now, let's get to the heart of it all: action. You can have the vision, you can have the mindset, you can have the support, but without action, none of it matters. Here's the thing, not all action is created equal. Busy work won't get you closer to your dreams. Random effort won't lead to lasting success. What you need is inspired action that's aligned with your goals, driven by your purpose, and fueled by your belief in what's possible. Inspired action starts with clarity. You have to know what you want and why you want it. Without a clear goal, you're like a ship without a destination. You'll end up drifting, going wherever the wind takes you, instead of charting your own course. Once you're clear on your goal, break it down into manageable steps. Big dreams can feel overwhelming, but when you break them into smaller actions, they become achievable. Each step you take builds momentum, and before you know it, you're closer than you ever thought possible. But here's the key: take action every day. Not just when you feel like it, not just when it's convenient, every single day. Consistency is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if I don't know the right action to take? Here's the truth: you don't need to have it all figured out. Start where you are with what you have. The path will become clearer as you move forward. And don't wait for motivation. Motivation is fleeting. What you need is discipline. Discipline is what gets you out of bed in the morning, even when you'd rather hit snooze. It's what keeps you going when the excitement wears off. But let me tell you, when you take inspired action, something incredible happens. The universe meets you halfway. Opportunities start to appear. Resources come out of nowhere. People show up at just the right time. It's as if the world conspires to help you succeed. Remember, inspired action doesn't have to be massive. Sometimes the smallest steps lead to the biggest breakthroughs. A phone call, a conversation, a decision to say yes instead of no. These moments can change everything. And don't be afraid to fail. Action means taking risks. It means stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something new. Not every action will lead to success, but every action will lead to growth. When doubt creeps in, and it will focus on your why. Why did you start this journey? Why does it matter to you? Let your why be the fuel that keeps you moving forward. At the end of the day, success isn't just about the destination. It's about who you become along the way. Every action you take shapes you into the person you're meant to be. So take that first step, and then another, and another. Because when you take inspired action every day, you're not just moving toward your goals, you're creating a life of purpose, passion, and possibility. You have everything you need to train your brain to make money and live life abundance. Now, go out there and make it happen. Step into your abundance. As we bring this journey to a close, let me remind you of one thing: the power to transform your life is already within you. It's not somewhere out there waiting to be discovered. It's in your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, and your relentless pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. The tools you need to train your brain to make money are not just strategies, they're a way of life. This journey begins and ends with you. It's about realizing that your mind is the greatest asset you'll ever have. When you take control of it, when you nurture it, when you align it with your vision and your purpose, you unlock a potential so powerful it defies limitations. You are capable of more than you know. Let's remember the foundation we've built here. It starts with awareness, becoming intentional about how you think, what you focus on, and the stories you tell yourself. Because the truth is, your life is a reflection of your thoughts. Change your mind and you'll change your world. And then there's the vision. That crystal clear picture of the life you want to create. Not just in vague ideas or fleeting wishes, but in vivid technicolor detail that makes your heart race. When you see it, when you feel it, when you live as if it's already yours, you bring it closer to reality with every passing moment. We talked about reprogramming your money mindset, letting go of fear, scarcity, and doubt, and replacing them with abundance, gratitude, and confidence. Your relationship with money isn't fixed, it's fluid. And you have the power to reshape it into something that serves you and aligns with your dreams. Adding value, embracing failure, and taking inspired action are not just steps, they're a way of being. They're a commitment to show up for yourself and for the world in ways that matter. They're a declaration that you are here to make an impact, to create, to contribute, and to thrive. And let's not forget the people you choose to surround yourself with. Success is never a solo journey. It's a collective energy, a shared momentum. When you build a circle of support, encouragement, and accountability, you multiply your potential and your power. Now, let me say this path is not without challenges. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when the obstacles feel insurmountable, when the dream seems too far away. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when you dig deep, hold on to your vision, and keep moving forward. Because you didn't come this far to only come this far. You came to grow, to evolve, to rise. You came to create a life that reflects the fullness of who you are and all that you're capable of. And let me tell you, the world needs what you have to offer.